Tokai Super Team. Welcome back to Windmill, Amsterdam, 2024 edition here on ULTI.TV. Thanks for joining. I'm Stefan Rapazzo alongside the wonderful Rahel Tojnerova. And we are about to see the dawn of the Tokai Super Team, a team I know very dearly to my heart that are a collection of players from 15 different countries, 20 of them out there, a bunch of all-stars taking on Pelt today. Toshti, Rahel Tojnerova, how are you this morning, and what are your thoughts on this one in front of us?
I am so great. Thanks, Steph, for having me on the first Super Team stream. A super team run by some super people. What's this about? I haven't been around for a while, so I'm a bit confused as where these people came from and what they're actually doing here.
The Super Team is here for total domination. It's exactly what their plans are. They're a hype machine built to bring some exposure to the mixed division, some more exposure to this tournament, to get the world of social media watching, and you at home on YouTube just watching more, and to see if the impossible, as said, it's impossible for a pickup team to win as strong of a tournament as Windmill has become, and well, hey, we're gonna try and prove that one wrong here. But a pickup team, when you make it like this, you might just stand a chance. We've got some of the best players in the world. We're missing one player right now too. Potentially one of the highest profiles on the high-profile team. Valeria Cardena's not quite in town yet. She should be here for the second game.
Lovely. Well, a pickup team can never beat a club team. It's all about the energy and how you're able to build it, and with some excellent coaching, I think it can be easily done. Of course, we do need to calculate in the sweet gear that the team has gotten so far. That also kind of gives you that team spirit, I have to say, when you receive some free bits that make you look the same.
The recruiting gear from the sponsors, Super Team has been wonderful. Tokai Super Team, so Tokai, of course, they've all got a nice pair of boots out there. They've got a lovely kit from VC, and they all put their kit and their shoes in their new greatest ultimate bags. But yes, the sponsors stepping up to the plate, and here we have it. Anushka Baudry picks up the first disc and goes to the Italian Luca Tognetti. Back to Baudry. Baudry looks up field, and a big bid from Angela Zhu to open things up. What a play. Castillo goes back to Zhu. Zhu throws high. Kawabata hangs on two hands. Very easy to spot Kawabata out there with that firing purple hair. Toba de Crane, he's a Belgian on this squad, fresh back from Montreal. He's playing in the UFA. Tognetti shoots. Castillo all alone and just avoids the goalpost, but in for a goal. Super Team holds.
Very impressive mixed play, I have to say. There were only about 2 passes out of the 10 that were in between same genders. So that's definitely something that I am really excited about if they're going to continue this way. This is one of them, Decran to himself, no, to his Italian colleague on the pitch, and a great male matching to female matching player action on the score. But not to talk about Super Team the entire time, Steph. Who's the other team?
We are facing up against Pelt from Limerick, a team that has played in both divisions over the years. They were probably a little bit more prolific in the open division for many, many years, but now are putting more of their concentration into mixed. They're here to play. They're here to make some noise, but I'm sure they know they've got their hands full for their very first match to take on SuperTeam, but they got to be ready for it, that is for sure. Of course, every one of SuperTeam's games will be streamed from this field, Field 5, all weekend long until they get to the brackets, if the good graces go their way. Pelt with the disc. Leading throw, that connects. Scully throws, and that's low. And SuperTeam will get their first chance to break. Molnar picks up. And he goes for goal straight away. Joe White can't get there. They've given it back too far in front of White.
Well, what do you do? What do you do when you come onto the pitch and you are facing off a selection of top players from everywhere in the world?
Philip Molnar bids in front, gets it back. Nice play by the Slovakian.
He's rectifying his earlier errant throw into the end zone. When you can't hit Joe White, you can not very often say that it wasn't your fault.
Now he's got White. White looks around, gets Charlotta Schall on the around throw, and Tokai SuperTeam looking efficient early.
Like I was saying, it is quite an intimidating sight to see the collection of these players be on the same team and just lovely bit of contact resolved immediately with a smile. But all of these players in one spot, they're right up in your face, and here you are with your home team. You've been working hard, getting ready, but maybe it's good for Pelt that they get this early in the tournament.
It gets them a guaranteed stream, if nothing else.
That's right. And they also just need to collect a few points, really. They actually are in the best position before SuperTeams manages to gel together. They might be able to get quite a few points against them, and that would help them a lot in the Swiss ranking. That is the format for this tournament.
Awesome format, the Swiss draw. It's, I mean, very computer relied upon, algorithm reliance to make sure that that is well built. But when it is, as is the case here at Windmill, it's great to plunk results in, and they fire out tight matches for a whole weekend of incredible competition here at Windmill. As the Tokai SuperTeam send the next pull on the third point, and Pelt trying to work their way out of their own end zone. Wind up. Goes around now the under and up the far sideline. That one to McKeown. Back in the middle, McAllister. He flippers over top. Rico Becker leaves his feet. The Frenchman gets one this time.
I want to point out how quickly he tried to run down that pull. It was almost like his coach was watching.
It's happening. Rico gets one from Joe. Those two played together before. Lev Kavalchak now to Joe White. White to Slusta. Slusta quickly back to White and right back to Slusta. Those two looking good together, the Czech-American combination.
Hello, Czech Republic. For the score, Kristina Tlusta, of course, the start of the newly rising Czech team East Bloc. We gotta mention them. They've been to Elite Invite, have done really well, even beating Bologna in one of the pool games. We are excited to see what's gonna happen with them for the rest of the season. Look at that replay.
I love seeing the combination between Joe and Slusta. Joe wrote me a couple days ago and he said, "Is Slusta the truth?" And I gave my response, yeah, I think she's a very good young player coming up. She's been put a team on her back a little bit as they've grown as well. But yes, she's got so much potential. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go watch some East Block games. And he went and he wrote back. He's like, yeah, I can't wait to play with her. She looks legit.
I thought he was only asking if tlusta really means fat in Czech.
She did share that with the team yesterday on their getting to know one another session, our team building.
Well, obviously, as a Czech person myself, I would love to see more Czech players on the team, since it doesn't seem to be the rule that you can only include one nationality.
It is true.
But I will make sure to have a chat about it with you later for maybe future editions of this wonderful campaign.
So I'd love to see everybody in the chats already. It's a very busy chat section. We love to see you in here. I'll have to catch up with that as this game keeps going, because we're very occupied with what's on field already. Pelt, again, facing the teeth of this super team defense. Tight play. Sideline to sideline. Durbin goes high, and Mickle takes it away. That's right, Jimmy Mickle. He's gone straight to Tokai, who makes a play, bobbles, and still manages it somehow. What is going on out there?
If that is not set, Steph, I don't know what is. That was 100% a highlight that you've rehearsed.
Oh my God. Jimmy and Landert already had a bit of a connection themselves. They played in the final of Kopatanga against one another, and made a bit of a connection there, and showing that their off-field connection can materialize here on field. Here's the D again by Mickle. And the quick shot for goal. Watch Lander make another play. Oh, De Kraan. Lander.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate turnover from Pelt. You cannot put a high release backhand that floats for so long out there when there's a tight defender. But on the other hand, to be fair, we've said that the wind that has picked up towards the end of the first game of the previous round has calmed down quite a bit once more. So it looks like we might be lucky today with the weather. We have some big winds and some rain scheduled for tomorrow. So, but you never know. You never know.
It's gonna change, Tarsti.
Another pull goes up.
And Pelt will work it back in the other direction here. McKeon gets some meters. McAllister shoots and has an open receiver. There they are on the board. A big score to stretch open beyond the super team defense.
That was a great put from Christie, one of the Limerick team organizers. Look at the replay there, winds up, sees the opportunity. That is perfection, really. And I loved the big celebration from Pelt, knowing that every point might get them really high in the competition.
So 1 on the board. Here's a look at the American, one of 4 Americans on this club. Joe White, along with Jimmy Mickle, Angela Zhu, and Rina Kawabata, the Yankee contingent. As we see our first look at, the super team started with an offensive possession. Our next look at a super team O-line. Pelt will come down with their defense.
In any case, thank you everyone for joining in the YouTube chat. We will be live all weekend at the ULTI.TV YouTube channel. Feel free to run any bets, banter, all the stuff that starts with a B. I won't name the last one that I can think of right now.
I think I know what you're talking about. Tam comes under and gets from Vestman. Then Becker comes 2 hands as he takes the under. Eklund now worked up that sideline. Now they find center Rico Becker. Quick around to Philip Molnar. And Molnar gets caught looking at the sideline and drops that one. Pelt with a break chance.
The Slovak youngster maybe with a little less concentration there. There's a lot of pressure for these young players.
Durbin winds up and does get the defensive spot, but Rogers there breaks up the party. A whole bunch of Irishmen in on that one.
He gets there last second. He was telling me yesterday he's a little bit worried. He hasn't been training for a while, waiting for his move to Berlin to start training with the club there. Wobble on the disc.
Molnar bobbles again. That one he does recollect. Now Rogers to Tam in the middle. Tam goes Eklund. Eklund gets Rogers moving up the line, and leading throw, Becker is there, and SuperTeam do score, but not before giving up a break opportunity. Sidelines are getting pretty busy around here.
Boring score. Male matching player to male matching player. That's no way to teach them stuff.
It has to happen every now and again. Like, if
does
that
it
was
though?
the go-to.
Does it? Let's see that defense again.
Nice work, Rogers getting there just in the nick of time. Tam, Eklund, look at these stars shining. Rogers, and nice quick lefty release there. Tokai SuperTeam up 5-1.
Now that I'm looking at it, did you divide your lines by hair color?
People are going to have to guess back home how these lines are divided. Ine Langkreet, our coach, an absolutely brilliant job already, finding multiple ways of how we can break this up to find chemistry, how we can break this up to find efficiency, how we can break this up in urgency situations. She's got a bit of something for everything, but it still like cuts up very easy to digest. She does a great job with her line management.
I'm sure a lot of our viewers would love to see in her cookbook basically, so maybe we can get her on a short interview at some stage throughout the tournament. But
yeah.
Back to the action on the pitch. Pelt again with the disc.
And the under fills space. That one, McAllister, goes right back to middle, then far sideline. Centered, and another connection there to Ben. Backfield, McAllister. He goes deep, and that's too much on it. And SuperTeam will have a chance. Beaudry and Mickle look like they're going to get things moving.
Good look, just unfortunately a bit too much power on that forehand.
Anushka Beaudry to Tube de Kran. He goes under, Tognetti grabs, he goes upfield to Chulit, he zips it, Castillo on the chase, but she can't get there. Chulit's throw flies too far.
That cupcake has risen a bit too much. Yeah, I'm still working on the punts, ladies and gentlemen. I have been out of the commentary booth for the past year.
Why is that? Where have you been? What have you been busy doing, Toshti?
How much details do you want?
Well, let's give us the 10-second version.
Made a human, got sewn shut, and now he's here.
And here he is, the little cutie, keeping us entertained in the commentary booth. Beyond that of what's happening on the field, so entertainment everywhere we look.
What a zipper that through the break side. Lovely forehand break from Pelt.
Hammer goes up. Is that going to work? Indeed it will.
Loving the unorthodox solutions to difficult situations that they find themselves in. Another popper into the end zone.
Beaudry's got that well covered up and ensures that nothing is going to scathe SuperTeam on that effort. Beaudry and Cupcake get going, and travel called. Travel called. I get the point. New rules. Travels are always tough to accept, but I do. They were going as a trio there.
Honestly, Steph, watching the Elite Invite coverage, I have to say I was shocked by the amount of traveling I could see. Not on the give and goes like that, but mostly on foot dragging with release points. Just something a little, I don't want to say embarrassing, but just not great to see, not fun to watch with elite players.
Kawabata goes for gold. Dekran is there. Nice vision by Kawabata.
I just love that. I love when two players just look each other in the eye and they just both know. Look at them. They're so happy and they're like, we don't know each other and this is the first time playing together, but I see you, you see me. Hello there.
We just made a connection.
Yeah, you can see the frustration in the defender's eyes. Yeah, McAllister. He saw that, but he couldn't really do anything about it.
So at 6-1, the Tokai Super Team have a nice little lead. They seem to be finding some stride in their first match here. What do you think back at home? How do they look in their first outing? Super Team should all come to Diskin Camp to coach. Yeah, that would be nice. We would love to get them all there, but
yeah,
maybe not this
Toby
time.
is so hot. That's the most important one. You haven't read that.
Yeah, Toby is so hot. Oh my gosh. Tuba Dekran. And he is killing it over there in the U.S. right now. Well, in Canada, but in the Ultimate Frisbee Association, the UFA, playing for the Montreal Royal, and he is really on the honor roll a couple times. He's getting it done.
And Toby also, of course, one of the first Diskin Camp participants where I was the coach, and I have to say, for meeting him, he was such a humble, nice guy. I don't know if everyone would agree who has played with him or against him, but for meeting him at the camp, it was a great experience for me.
Pelt from their own end, go to center, and that one sticks in the hands of Bano. On the far sideline, gets a dump cut, and quick continue all the way to the near sideline.
I have to say, Pelt is doing a really good job not thinking too much about the scoreboard or about the things that are happening on the other team, and really trying to focus on implementing their strategy or keeping implementing that. But
Dekran just picks up, and Castillo, that's Angela Zhu,
yeah,
was wide open the other way after she got in the way to help make that D quick, easy conversion.
But as I was saying, up until that point, up until that D by Zhu, the Pelt were doing really well resetting the disc, trying to wait for the right opportunity to get the gainers. This pass and this cut just a little too horizontal, allowing the defender to get the right angle and attack at the right moment. Big pickup, I mean quick and big pickup really. One pass goal. And you can see the jerseys flickering in the wind.
What do you think of the abdominals built into the jerseys? Are they convincing enough? Do they make me even look like I have some
If you straighten up nicely, I suppose, yeah, but...
I'm forcing a compliment that I have here.
Well, look, I feel like I've had some abs, and then they stretched out, and now they're gone. But that's not the case for the athletes on the field. Valchuk definitely the one that might be hiding even bigger ones underneath that Super Team jersey. Look at that huge pull. It's a bit low, but
sends to Pelt. And the Pelters send a big one up. It is behind the defense. Can they convert here? They're on the doorstep. They have converted again. And put a second one on the board for Pelt. That's 2-7.
Christy McAllister making it his personal agenda to not be afraid of the Super Team and actually make it work for Pelt here. He collects nicely, and then waits to step around for the forehand into the end zone. And we don't have number 14 on our roster, unfortunately, so we can't tell you. You can hear my son in the background being a little bit annoyed that I don't know all the Irish names, being half Irish himself. We apologize. If you do know the names, let us know in the chat so that we can give proper shout outs.
Proper.
So yeah, Pelt staying alive, trying to figure out what might work against a pickup team. Just grinding, I think.
Yeah, grind. Find a way to find your own rhythm. What is it you do best? Try and get that against this super team.
So if this is your first time tuning into the Windmill coverage, feel free to also download the Windmill app, which is available on iOS as well as Google Play. That has all the scores and all the details from the tournament. And here is the first defense by Pelt.
Taking one back from the Tokai super team, a missed deep shot there. And a Callahan, not quite, but Eklund intercepts on the doorstep. Rogers and then Slusta. And so they gave one away off the deep shot, got it right back, and made very, very short work of that the second time. Here's another look. I thought it was a Callahan by Eklund. It was very close. No, a step away still.
Even her long legs couldn't have gotten the work done, but second score for Tlusta nonetheless. Unfortunate for Pelt, that was the first chance to break for them. On the little miscommunication, I think, on the first deep shot. But as I was saying, if you do want to follow the action live and you have not subscribed to Ultiworld yet for the event package and are only following us on YouTube, feel free to download the Windmill app. It has the maps, so you will know where exactly your team is playing. You will see the ranking, so you will see all the updates from the Swiss draw. You will see the scores from all the games that are being updated live. And what else?
I think that's about everything they're going to see over there.
Unless you want to read about what time breakfast starts.
What time now?
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world and beyond.
And back in action, second half coming up. It's 8-2 for the Tokai Super Team as Lander de Kraan awaits the reciprocation to pull. And that next pull is indeed up. Tokai Super Team starting things off on defense. Nice pull by de Kraan. And they've gone deep. They have sighted it well and just got over de Kraan.
Like we said, McAllister, absolutely no respect. He is here to enjoy this game.
Zips one up, bid on the hip. McAllister again gets the goods, now sent to the corner. Does keep the toe. Rico Becker saying out. I thought it was in.
It looked like a nice toe drag to me. And we already have all the players coming in to watch on the replay.
And Becker told to that maybe the perspective was better from what Pelt saw there. I thought so too. I thought it was a good toe drag to keep the goal.
Also, in order to make it clear for you at home, the lines on these fields, not always great visibility, sometimes also quite confusing. We are on rugby pitches after all. So we will give him that. It might have been difficult to see, but nonetheless, that's another score for Pelt, and they're now within 5. What a great way for them to start the second half. A daring deep shot from the front corner of their own end zone, and then McAllister getting every second disc, finishes off with his backhand. I couldn't quite see it on the replay there once more, but you will be the judges of that from the comfort of your couch, or should I say work desk, since it's only Friday. Super Team getting ready for another point.
Offensive reception coming up for the Tokai Super Team. Durbin sends the pull. And Beaudry to pick up. Beaudry spots Chulet. De Kraan comes under. Pick up, nice bid, 2 hands on it. He's jacked it, and Eklund is there. And that is some spectacular play by the Tokai Super Team.
Well, that much for de Kraan only being a threat in the deep shot. That was a lovely putt that needed quite a bit of touch to get there perfectly in the hands of Sarah Eklund. Chulet, you see the low release and the big grab by de Kraan, who then also gets very, very low for the continuation.
Thank you all for being with us in the chats from all over the world. Let us know where you're watching from. Are you cheering for Pelt? Do you have a specific Super Team player you're following? And of course, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to ULTI.TV's YouTube channel. Have a look at patreon.com/ULTI.TV as well. Find out more about our mission and what we're doing. And where possible, feel free to support it.
Well, we have to see that the Super Team has attracted quite a bit of attention, not just on social media, but also here at the tournament, as you saw quite a little while ago on your screen. That was the fans on the sideline here as Valchuk puts up another pull.
And Pelt get things going. Far sideline, inside throw to McAllister. Wind up the backhand, but it's not there. Then goes over the top. Nice crafty throw. Tight defense all over. Tam on the mark as that goes into the backfield to McAllister. McAllister sends deep. It's hanging. 2 defenders. Tam gets there first and knocks it away for the Tokai Super Team.
I was cheering for McGee on there to actually pick up the garbage, but unfortunately It got knocked out of bounds, so no chance there for him. But good job by Pelt to getting it to the other side of the pitch. If they do manage to put a bit of pressure on the super team here.
Tam has Volchak, and he's given away Callahan. And Pelt go bananas. Tam trying to spot Volchak and gets totally mixed up there.
No wonder, Steph. I mean, these are exactly the situations that you want to exploit on a pickup team. That is the time where they're not sure what's happening, and it's especially on these handler resets. I have to say, every team likes to play them differently. Every person likes to play them differently. That's why I always say, I always encourage my handlers to just tell each other, talk to each other throughout the point, throughout the game, throughout the tournament, which way they want their reset to set up and which way they actually want to run the reset, because these are such difficult situations to come up with on the fly, and Pelt exploiting that perfectly now.
Pelt fans getting fired up in the chats. They're loving that action. Callahan against the Tokai super team.
I mean, it is a bit of an achievement, to say the least.
Yeah, Callahan in every sense. Good to put that on your personal resume. It is just that much more exciting. Super team. Reception by Hewlett. Beaudry.
Sure they love to start on O once in a while.
Schall to White. White goes deep. DeCran is there, works the bounce, takes it high. Aware of the contact, but I think absorbed it well and was definitely there first.
That was lovely effort by Toby, because that was a difficult disc to read, and he adjusted quite well towards the end of that pass. Let's see that one more time. It's Blady. He eventually gets the right look on it from the bottom and even manages not to destroy his defender there. Steph, tell me, you were saying that they received new Tokai shoes. I was there at the fitting last night, but are these black ones, flight ones, even available on the website?
Absolutely are available on the website. I believe so. Are they?
Well, I checked because I am in need of cleats myself, and I thought that flight only come in gray.
No, the flight are in black and in gray. They're new.
But black is a new color, isn't it?
Nope.
No?
I think it's been there they've had the black and gray initially, and then they introduced the red.
Oh, I thought
Team
they had
USA.
black with the old one.
Yeah, definitely the Jet was in black only. But to my knowledge, yes, the new flight, the lighter version, has been available in both colors. Go check their website and find out more. Pelt lets that one roll out the back. And picked up to be brought back to the line. There you see Hewlett and Mickle, Joe White there. Hewlett and Mickle, of course, those two go back to the days of Johnny Bravo, days of Colony, and battled against each other in some internationals from the days of youth even. Pelt, chip forward, far sideline. Up line comes, no fill. They do successfully cut the entire defense, then go up and around and get some more meters. Pelt working it. Pass by pass, finding themselves in the attacking zone. Hammer goes up, over one, over two, and into the hands. Pelt in the right place to make that one cook.
Pelt really finding their groove here. What a grab. Once more we see the two super team defenders discussing about who was actually going to get that. It seemed like they were trying to communicate it but weren't able to do it fast enough. But another score for Pelt. A little bit unexpected, but definitely way more fun to see, and I'm pretty sure that Super Team also appreciate all these challenges that Pelt is throwing their way, because that is what they will have to be able to figure out in the next stages of the tournament.
Yeah, there's, these mishaps can be overcome potentially in this first round. Let's see how it goes. Nothing's over. But this is exactly why they need these first round games, to be able to find their rhythm, their flow, how they're going to work together, how their lines are going to work, the chemistry between them. That there are some existing connections, but as a whole team, there's definitely chemistry being built 1 point at a time here from 0. Schal goes to Decran, now Baudry. Baudry gets White. White goes deep, Slusta has room. Will it stay in bounds? Yes, it will. And Kristina Slusta with her 3rd goal of the game on a reception from White.
3 stars to put up her sleeve. I think she will want at least 5. Let's see if she can make it in this game. Always funny to see the shortest person on the field score the most deep points. I have to say we have an excellent role model for that in the Czech ultimate scene. František, oh my god, now I can't think of his last name. Fensel, there you go. Playing for the Prague Devils and a long-time silence player and Czech national player. Also the shortest guy on the field, always in the deep space.
Careful. You're doing great. I would be taking it. Hey, body blows, body.
And at 11-5, you might be getting some of the sounds from the sideline there, as we've got some ears all over the field here. There's Coach Ine Lankrit, tasked with a big job of bringing this pickup team full of, well, egos together. They are wonderful people, but when they are as exciting as they are, they will come, the players of this elite nature will come with some belief and overconfidence from time to time. The under comes, space filled, and another reception. McAllister winds up, far sideline, toes down, and Pelt score again. Mead with that goal, 6-11. The Irish continue to find ways.
Pelt on fire. It must be the little half-Irish charm here in the commentary booth, or else the wide support base in the YouTube chat. Keep joining, keep commenting, keep it coming. We love to see you entertaining. Lovely put. Look at that inside curve on that. Easy collection from Pelt, who unfortunately did not provide their full roster and full names, so we do struggle a little bit with the names. Nonetheless, we will just call them the Western Stars, or Slugs, because that's what their jerseys are sporting.
The Western Slugs getting it done, 6 on the board. To Tokai's 11, Tokai Super Teams. Schal collects the pull and goes to Chulit. And Schal quick back and forth. Rogers comes up line and comes back. Has to go down, but does pick it up. Straight back to Chulit. Nice backfield action with Schal involved, and she goes back to Chulit. These three working well together. Rogers again opens up some space. Good dominator set. Schal. Cupcake. Rogers, great dominator set. Schal. And the only touch that doesn't go through the three handlers is the goal. Schal to Eklund, but Rogers, Chulit, and Schal doing all the work on that attacking possession. 12-6 market. Here's another look. Schal, the German, to Chulit, the Australian. to Rogers, the Irishman, to Schall, the German again, and then Eklund, the Swede, finishing things off there. 12-6, Tokai Super Team still out in front. Your constant reminders to hit that like button, very easy to do. That is your easiest prompt. Just grab that mouse, that trackpad, slide it over to the thumb and hit the click. Make it work. There's Rico Becker set to pull, the Frenchman from Paris. I had the pleasure of coaching him and Joe White. There's a connection between the three of us that comes into play here on this super team. Pull reception, good chase by Pingu, Luca Tognetti. Pelt have been finding ways to score of late. And being forced to that sideline hard this time. Go inside and off the hands. Becker picks up quick and goes inside to Tognetti. Tognetti leads Volchak. Volchak to Tam. Tam back to Volchak. Volchak working her spark pluggy nature right now. Tognetti goes inside, gets Vestman, and that's a goal for the Tokai Super Team.
Vestman, the Finnish import, one of the tallest tallest female matching players in European Ultimate for sure. Such a deep threat. But this time she doesn't really have to get too high. Mostly just needs to clap her hands together for the pancake catch.
13-6. Pelt have done a pretty good job with this game. They've hung around. I think in an opening game against a team with this kind of skill would have been acceptable to get rolled. Maybe not never acceptable to be rolled, but somewhat expected by maybe viewers, watchers. And Pelt have stood up. They've fought hard. They've found openings and ways around. And 6 on the board already is a valiant effort against this super team that will rip your arms and appendages off if you don't get everything working right against them.
Well, one more shout out to Christy McAllister, because I think he's been the motor, the engine for this Pelt team in terms of, I would say, mental high that is so much needed when you're up against a team like that.
Pelt coming under. Second under, Angela Zhu busts in front and takes that one away. Her second layout D of the game. What do you do when you play against Zhu? Not many answers. Becker now goes to Castillo. Castillo zips one to Tognetti. Tognetti to Tam. Tam puts the feet down in bounds, goes back to Tognetti. Tognetti goes upfield as Castillo changes the direction of her cut. Castillo finds corner, Volchak there. Volchak around with the backhand. Tam gets big, second effort by Tognetti. Even when it's not working, it happens to work.
Good heads-up play by Tognetti. And one more thing I've just noticed in this point, another interesting feature, so to speak, of these pickup teams is how much these players look around before they go anywhere. I don't think that is necessarily something they would do with their club team. It's more like you have all these superstars, but you also don't want to seem like you're getting in the way of someone. You really have to watch out and make sure that people are playing into their particular strengths and not taking away places from other people. So there's a lot of looking around and being unsure whether this is actually my place to go. But Tognetti made sure that he kept his eyes on the disc for that particular score.
So Windmill fans taking in the action from Field 5 here at the SuperStream.
more advice from the coach, who also happens to be the youth coordinator for Belgian Ultimate, currently in the works of preparing and organizing the youth championship that is being hosted in Belgium this year as well. Just like Elite Invite, just like EUCF actually later this year. So Belgium's got it all in 2024.
Got it all. Hosting rights and all. And the pull picked up by Pelt. Pushed forward to McAllister. Underneath, working hard, does go wide and around, finds the 57 shirt of Scully. Scully into the backfield for Durbin. Durbin back to Scully. And does go back centralized. Amelia Durbin. Looking for options, well covered up, but does get the give and go to reset on the sideline. Durbin inside and off the hand, and another chance. White picks up, spots Cupcake in the end zone. Chulet does a full 360 spotting that, but does manage to get into the right place when it's catching time.
And it looks like the Pelt player cares a little. Oh, it's Scully there. He was running down. I don't think he expected the throw to go, as White had to do the pump fake before he wind up for the backhand, but it looked like Scully cared a bit more about getting a nice camera shot with Tulet than about the fact that he didn't get the D on that point.
And that wraps things up. 15-6, Tokai Super Team finish the job. They get things done here, open up with a win. What were your thoughts of the first sight of the Tokai Super Team, Rachel?
It was interesting. I liked how much respect they have paid for each other. I loved how mixed, balanced mixed play they brought into the game. What else? Obviously, lots and lots of highlights, including almost Callahan's, but that we have to speak about Pelt as well. They started a little bit depressed at the start of the game, I would say. No wonder, really. It is a difficult task to be the first one to face the Super Team, but they have fought against it really well, brought up their mental energy, and managed to score actually quite a few points. And even though there is a big score difference, that is normal in these first rounds of Windmill, and it's going to get tighter and tighter, and hopefully we're also going to get tight finals this year, because that hasn't been the case in the past years.
And that will wrap things up for the first game from SuperStream. Mixed round in the books. Open action coming up next. Women's, on this field. But stay tuned. We're going to leave you with some highlights from the game, and make sure you stay locked on to ULTI.TV for more Super Team action all weekend long from Windmill 2024.
Cause I hope you pick it up soon, and you know just what to do. Don't you? Boy, just be honest. I know you want it. Put some work into it. Cause you know that I'm hard to love. It won't be easy. So don't be lazy. Just give it to me. Cause you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. Boy, you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. Boy, you know that I'm hard to love. I'm not being mean, I'm just being me. I don't make it easy, but I'm worth a while. All that I ask is for you to please my every need, to put in the time. I'm through trying to tell you what to do, how to make me fall for you. You should learn that on your own. I'll play cool, cause I hope you pick it up soon, and you know just what to do. Don't you? Boy, just be honest. I know you want it. Put some work into it, cause you know that I'm hard to love. It won't be easy, so don't be lazy. Just give it to me, cause you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.
Make me fall for you. You should learn that on your own. I play cool, cause I hope you pick it up soon, and you know just what to do. Don't you? Boy, just be honest. I know you want it. Put some work into it, cause you know that I'm hard to love. It won't be easy, so don't be lazy. Just give it to me, cause you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. Boy, you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. Boy, you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. Boy, you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. Boy, you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. Want it easy, want it badly, but I can get what I want. Too much pressure, too much pleasure, but not much to rely on. Your love ain't free, it's killing me. I want it to end all, cause I've been trying, I've been waiting for so long. I'm waiting, 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 waiting. Waiting, 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 waiting. It's hard to do and it hurts to say, but if you love something, let it go. Tomorrow comes, it's another day. So if you love something, let it go.